split screen with the iPad here, or sorry, with the Facebook.
It's like watching a car wreck, right? Before it happens. Or a train wreck. You see the train. You see the train 3 miles away. Like 10 miles, or if you're Canadian, which we are, like 8 kilometers away. And you're in the middle of the track. And a bunch of dum-dums saying, it won't hit us. Relax. We're going to learn to... And someone's like, we better jump out of the way. This train is going to hit us. So, how did we get here? How did we get to this? And this is what I'm going to attempt to explain in this video. Okay? And then after, we're going to do box office predictions. We haven't done me and Sparkles are going to do box office predictions. Because she's going to watch this movie. I'm going to watch this movie because I have to. Unfortunately, I have to. Okay? In 2016, Sparkles, 2016, this movie was being developed. In 2016, everyone got the word that Disney was going to be making a Snow White live-action film. In 2016. How many years ago was that?
My gear is
I hate doing math.
Yeah, they're going to do math. She's going to do math. It's probably like, what, 9 years ago?
Yep.
9 years ago.
Yep, 9 years ago.
9 years ago. This film was being developed 9 years ago. It was announced that some people would 100% know what would be going on now. They... The one that caused this.
I got it. Right.
You think we're gonna allow you to make things any worse than you already have?
I am
Just
not.
gonna jump in here. No, sorry. Go ahead, Elvira. Go ahead. Do your thing. But I'm ready.
I'm not here to
Ari
make.
is so ready to jump in.
I'm not here to make things worse. I'm here to make things right, the way it's supposed to be in the original form.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's really, really good. Oh, you're here to make things right. A Dragonborn from the Bloodborns is here to make things absolutely right after all this bloody time.
Weren't they the ones
Wow.
on my side?
I'm starting to really dislike my own people. Like, they're super rude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna saunter up and I'm gonna be like, listen, boys. We're kind of a big deal. I don't know if you've ever heard of Vecna the Faceless One. He tried to eat my face. So, you probably want to take this seriously and tell them we're here.
So that's coercion. So you want to give me a D20 there? Actually, you would actually have a good thing of coercion, people. So, roll coercion. Or you trying to
Okay.
beat them? And honestly, I don't blame them. This movie got a theatrical release. Yeah. This movie got a fucking theatrical release. Like, alright. If this was streaming, I wouldn't be as angry as I am. But for as much as croaking and cawing he does about respecting the new generation and helping them out, then get out of the fucking way! Get out of the fucking way! This movie is garbage! This movie is worse than garbage. You know, the one thing that I got into this business for, the one thing I love movies, right? You go out, right, after the movie. You talk about good. No, but it doesn't change my opinion. He's not going to get nominated. It's just, Roland, there's too much against him. He's Samoan. Okay, he's not white. He's an ex-wrestler. That's all they're going to see. That's all they're going to see. They're not going to see the blood, sweat, and tears. They're not going to see the benefit he brings to Hollywood. They're not going to see that. All they're going to see, the Academy body is like, he's an ex-wrestler and he's Samoan. That's all what they're going to see. You guys hate me. It's fact. How long did they take to recognize a Asian director? A long time.
I have no clue how long.
Warning, this episode may contain loose forms of nudity, caveman growling aggressively, and words not meant for the ears of young children. Viewer discretion is highly advised. We are not your parents. This is a production of the Must-See TV Broadcast Network. Like, share, join. Come along for the ride and join the tribe. And you can do it. We believe in you. Throw those stars. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do, don't you? Smash that like and subscribe button. The caveman won't bite, not really.
I'm not touching
A big
anything.
shout out goes out to Donna AI and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights are reserved to their proper copyright owners. And if the caveman is ready, and if you are ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Yeah, it's just...
Caveman's call echoes through the stream. Click that button, join the dream. 45 days, we're live on cue. Reviewing the wild, the weird, the new. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. After shows where stories unfold.
It's just like...
Hidden gems and secrets told. Crew's got jokes and little flair. Once you're here, you're staying there. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. From caveman grunts to streaming gold. New adventure, stories bold. Every moment, every beat. Grab your spot. Front row seat. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call. Must see TV, it's the vibe. Click subscribe and join the tribe. Laughs and chaos, we've got it all. One big crew answering the call.
I love you too.
All right.
One by one, we take the dive into the shows that kept us alive, remote in hand. The a guide. The drama, the laughs, the twisty plots, the shows you love, the ones you forgot. Encore, encore, hit play again. The stories start and never end. One more look, one more time. We'll rewind, rewind, rewind.
Hello, ladies and I have no idea what. It's a new world. It's a new world, guys. So it's like I said, we need a couple times to find out what's going on. But hopefully the intro came out. Low key, this is kind of killing me, but I'm an audio guy, so we're gonna figure it out. Don't worry. So welcome to ENCORE. That's right. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook. Hi, guys. Hi. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, please give us a follow. We have a full studio here today. We have Monica. Say hello, Monica.
Hi. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Despite all the difficulties.
Of course.
As much as things change, things stay the same. So we want to bring in now. What? We want to bring in now the one, the only Tyson Bright, aka my son. How's it going, son?
It is going great. How are you?
Good. So actually, for those of you that don't know, we actually did this episode last week. However, we switched. We switched. We went over this numerous times. We're not going to go over it again. But we have Resident Alien to take a look at. Season 1, episode 7. We have The Penguin, season 1, episode 6. And we have Warrior season 1 episodes. We're gonna leave Warrior for the ending. You
really liked the episode, though. Don't you want to talk about that first?
Yeah, let's talk about that first. So, Monica, what is the title of Warrior season 1, episode 6?
Yeah, for sure. So it's chewed up, spit out, and stepped on.
Oh, okay.
Tensions escalate between the Hop Wee and Long Zi after assassination attempt during a boisterous Chinatown parade. Big Bill sets out to pay his debts to Jack Damon, leaving Lee to keep watch over Lucy and the children.
All right. So, son, I'll start. So we open the show on a big parade, on a big Asian parade, a Chinese parade.
Yes.
And
yes,
in the middle of it, our hero, our warrior guy, is having sex.
Whoa. And what did you say about the sex last week?
It was not good, and it was too. See, here's the thing. It was a celebration. Everybody's happy. Yes, we get it. They're having sex. Okay.
And when did the fireworks go off?
When they orgasm, probably just to show the orgasm. Hey guys, we're not nuanced enough, so let's show fireworks in the air to symbolize the orgasm, the climax.
What was wrong with that? Why did you have such a problem with that? Don't you have fireworks when you orgasm?
Yeah, but it's in visual allegory. We know what's going on.
I know. I'm just busting.
Yeah, we don't need to like throw the dart in the middle of this bullseye and say, "Hey guys, this is what we're fucking talking about." And this is what it represents. It's just, It's sex for the sake of sex. It's not even good sex. And a rating of 1 to 10 is it's.
You were having the sex. Maybe they both thought it was great.
It was 0. A score of 1 to 10, it was 0. Because no one gives a fuck about this show. So.
Oh, I do.
I know.
I like this scene.
Yeah. No, you
I found
didn't. No, you
enjoyable.
didn't. You liar!
What do you mean? I'm not. Why would I lie to you?
You
I
don't
would lie.
like this. You don't like sex. You like this random sex for the sake of sex. Are you talking? It's good. It was good.
My mom said she lied to you all the time.
Do you really want to go there, your son? Son, do you really want to go there? Oh yeah, she was lying to me. All right, she was lying as she was. Oh.
He said, "Was it as good for you as it was for me?" And she always said yes, but she said she lied.
Oh, if she was lying, I don't want her to tell me the truth. So.
Anyways, I'm just messing with you, honestly though. So, I mean, this parade, right?
Right.
And then this parade's going on. There's, the fireworks, the orgasm, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of this parade ends prematurely, no pun intended. It ends with a bomb going off.
Yeah.
And the father of our other, what is that character's name? I can't remember his name.
If I gave a fuck, I would tell you, but I don't.
That's his name. I gave a fuck. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's what we'll call him for the rest of the show, is if I gave a fuck.
Yeah.
So if I gave a fuck goes flying off the podium.
Yeah.
But he doesn't die. And
Right.
I think, I don't know even if there was any casualties from this bomb. It looked like there was many dead, but I don't think there really was.
Right.
So from there, after the sex, we go to our main character, the warrior, and the mayor's wife, who he's having intercourse with, in the tub together, talking about life. And we come to find out that he accidentally had hit a man on the head, and he ended up on the ground. No, he hit his head as he fell to the ground and died. And it was an accident. And because of it, his sister had to marry the victim's father.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. If people cared, like, this would be interesting. This would be like a backstory, like a nice little backstory, right? And it would be a backstory. It's character development. That's what this scene is, right? But they've done such a piss poor job writing this show that I don't care.
Tell us how you really feel.
I mean, this might as well be gibberish. Really, if you don't care, this might as well be gibberish.
Well, why are we talking about it then? We're going to go through this whole episode. I don't care.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nothing happens again.
Nobody gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck. Nothing happens, guys. We have to go through it because that's our job. But nothing happens. Literally nothing happens.
Well, going from there, after that conversation, we see Big Bill, the police officer. He walks in the door, and he is greeted by what I believe is, what was his name? Damien?
Yeah.
And Damien's sitting there because, as we know from previous episodes, Bill has a gambling problem and owes the money, and Damien's there to collect.
Right.
So as Damien, after their conversation about the money, as they're leaving, Damien says to Bill, "Give that lovely wife of yours a poke for me," which was kind of rude. That wasn't cool.
So again, like, I know I keep beating a dead horse here. Beating a dead horse. Like, the vocabulary in this time. Okay? It's just like, it's so, they don't like, it's so stupid. It's so raw. Like, no one talks like this. Back then, no one talked like this.
No.
It was
I mean,
the not vulgarity, but the verbiage was so much different.
yeah.
Like all you had to do would pick up Tom Sawyer. You would flip a couple of pages, and are like, all right, maybe we should try to make this somewhat authentic.
Yeah. So I mean, the following scenes are kind of. There's a couple of it's a bunch of dialogue
That nobody cares about.
That nobody cares about.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about it, but I don't think it really. There's some scenes in this show that don't have any. It has relevance, but not a lot of relevance.
Right.
To the big scenes in the show. It's kind of like yada yada. Of course, now the Asians do. There's funny lines like a chink is a chink. Like that's what they show, right? Like which is kind of derogative and not very nice.
In Tong society, in Triad society, in all these Asian games, like it doesn't matter what rank you are, you'd be hung, like and shot.
Is that another pun?
That's so. For those of you, and I wish there was like a documentary that just like compares organized crime over there to here. Organized crime over there is much different than it is over here. The Yakuza, the Tongs, the Triads. To them, organized crime over there is more of a business than anything else. Crime happens in broad daylight, but it happens where you don't even know it's happening, right? Because they know better. They know if they do shit, then shit is going to get real, and they don't want that heat, right? Actually, I think there's a great episode on Gangland out there where they go into the comparisons on these different gang lives, and I really want a show to tackle something like this because I think it would be very interesting. But you would never call someone an onion over there. You would never call someone a chick. Asians, yes, Asians just like anyone, but even Asians, they don't like each other. I don't think it's a big secret, but it's an open secret that if you speak Laotian, if you're Cantonese, all that kind of stuff. But in this kind of society, it's different in a lot of ways. And it's very hard for me because I'm just talking about experience of what I know my Asian friends told me and all that kind of stuff. But I know that in this level of society, in organized crime, to them, to the Tongs and all that kind of stuff, if you say chink, onion, there'd be no questions about it. You'd be dead. You'd be shot and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hardcore. Yeah.
Jeez, you really put a damper on this show.
Oh, I don't need much to do that, son. I don't need much.
All right. Well, one of the best scenes in the show is the martial arts fighting.
Yeah.
Right? With the warrior.
Oh, that's the highlight, yeah.
And his clan. I wish there was more of that because it kind of it puts together that whole Bruce Lee type of thing that if Bruce Lee had a part in this, there would be every other scene would have all that in it. So, I would be happier with this show if there was more of that.
Oh, son, yeah. I would be beyond thrilled if that was the case.
Right. I hear you. Exactly. Okay, so, I'm just going through my notes here. This has kind of been a long, drawn-out show because I've watched it twice and we've talked about it. Unfortunately, right? So, now the big scene in the show, which is Damien and Bill, the police officer.
Right.
Bill's worried because he's lied and said he's going to come up with the money, but he doesn't have the money.
Yes.
So he actually ends up talking to a gentleman named Jack. I believe they're in a bar. And they get in a conversation, and more or less it comes down to the point that Jack's going to stick up for him, and he's going to fight Damien.
Right.
So off they go to the casino, and this fight ensues outside. They go outside, and this fight ensues, and Jack just annihilates Damien.
Yes.
Annihilates him. And it goes on for quite a while. Like, this scene's pretty long. It's probably a 5-minute beating almost.
It's too much. It should have been 3 minutes, and they elongated it to like 5 minutes, which is there's no reason for you to have like this 5-minute scene.
Right. Yeah. So it ends with Jack beating him and say more or less tells Bill, you do what you want with him. Are you going to kill him? And Bill ends up beating him to death. What did he beat him with? What was that? I can't remember now. A shovel, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was brutal, and it was horrible. And, and then he spit on him.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how you felt about that. But
like I said,
a little bit much.
It's a 5-minute scene. That should have been a 3-minute scene. What purpose does this serve to show? Oh, this Irish guy is a brutal son of a bitch. I mean, that's probably what the scene is trying to. But you could have did that in 3 minutes.
Yeah, you totally could have. It was a bit much. It was almost like they were trying to fill up time.
Yeah.
All right, so then we come to near the end of the episode, and what did I call that guy again?
Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? So, Who Gives a Fuck meets with another old Asian guy, and they're talking about how they built empires, and the conversation ends with, okay, well, he more or less went to see him to say goodbye because the other guy knows that Who Gives a Fuck is going to kill him.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the second last scene. I guess it's leading into the next episode of what's going to happen because they haven't killed this gentleman yet.
But we've been told from episode 1 there is going to be a big war. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The Tongs are about to go to war. And I've been saying episode and episode, where is this war? Where is this war? It's been built, and then now we have like a peace kind of talk. But you've been building this up for a long time. And then at the end, the old Asian guy's like, oh, I'm going to die. Nothing can be... It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know.
And then as they're like before the meeting's happening, we have a scene on these Asian guys, like they want to go to war. And then people are talking, like they're deciding, and then they're like, oh, we need that. Like, dude, fuck. For 6 episodes now, you've been announcing the sole thing about this show, the Tong War. I want to see this war. And now it's happening, but it isn't. But now it's really happening. Like, come on, guys. Be somewhat consistent in your writing of this show.
Yeah, it's a little bit silly. There is a lot of inconsistencies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jumping around. There's a lot of narratives that that don't really need to be there. They're filling up space.
Yes.
But as we get to the last scene, it's kind of hokey as well. because after the beating, Bill goes home and he meets his deputy sheriff guy who's been sitting on the porch all night watching his wife, making sure his wife's okay. And he speaks with him, he lets him go, he goes into the house, and then he decides to go to bed, and he goes in the bedroom. And he starts to cry, and he's
And
crying.
then there's a condom on the floor.
Yeah, and then there's a condom on the floor. And you're
Which it's just such a little thing to say that kind of condom wasn't invented until the early 1990s. No, this is when Monica can help. Monica.
Oh, back then it was sheep's.
Yeah,
sheepskin.
when did the latex condom?
Latex condoms would have came after World War II.
Yeah,
Plastic was
Yeah.
around more.
and then we have a latex condom on. Like, fuck off. Like I know it's a small kind of thing. It's a small kind of thing, but you can't do the littlest thing to show that you're trying. Who's ever writing this show shouldn't work in Hollywood again. You shouldn't be. Listen, if you're watching this and you were responsible for this show, you shouldn't be writing in Hollywood ever again. No soup for you. You do not collect $200. You do not get past go. This team, this showrunner, shouldn't work in this town again.
Right.
And then the excuse. I love the excuse. The excuse is going to come. Well, I mean, Lee. It came from. No, I'm 100% Lee. Lee would have been more smarter than this. He would have put more context into these stories. I guarantee you. So that's what I mean. I know it's a small thing.
No, it's a legitimate thing because there's not realism there.
Listen, in Hollywood, the rule of thumb is 60 to 70%. All right. And then the rest, you can do creative license. But there's too much creative license here. There's too much freedom here. There's so much freedom that I cannot follow you. From frame one, I could not follow you at all. You refuse to make anything coherent to the time per the period. And when you do that, you risk insulting a lot of Asians. You do. It was like that Netflix documentary, Cleopatra. Remember when they're like, Cleopatra was black? You pissed off Greeks? You pissed off Egyptians? You pissed off everyone. This does the same thing for Asians.
Wow.
Just exactly does. Nothing per the period happens in this movie. Nothing happens that is close to being historically accurate. Nothing. Zip. Zilch. It would have been better. It would have been, listen, this show would have, the showrunner would have done everybody some service just to go to open Tom Sawyer book, open what happened after the Civil War. And you can find it anywhere, man. Just do something that is per the period. But you can't even. Why? So my question from day one: why, if you weren't going to do anything per the period, why not make it this show in the 1960s? Why not do that? Why?
I don't know.
It would have been a better show. 100%. You get that 1960s, 70s vibe, muscle cars, right? You get a time and a point where it actually was a problem in San Francisco and San Diego, where Asian gangs absolutely ripped each other apart in those cities and was a actual problem. I don't know. It just doesn't make it. I said it one episode after the other. It just makes no sense to me. It doesn't. Why they didn't take that? It would have been a much better show. I guarantee you, a much better show if they did that. So at the end, what would you give this? From 1 to 10, my friend.
I mean, I was still entertained, so I still give it a 6.3.
Oh, I love the fighting, the martial arts, of course, but that's, I mean, I expect nothing. I expect something. That was good. So I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay, cool.
So let us know what you thought of the show down below, guys. Monica went to school. She actually went to university. Caveman never went to university. But she actually majored in history, right, Monica?
No.
Oh, no?
History was my minor.
Okay, minor.
I majored in political science and pre-law.
Okay, so this show would drive you insane.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Actually, I should do that. I'm like, watch an episode. I should do that.
Do not make her watch this.
No. Well, I'm paying her, so. Yeah, one thing, Monica, tonight, and you're watching this show. One thing. You failed to give me one single snuggle tonight, and you're watching this show. That's right, threats. All right, guys, let us know what you thought of this episode down below, and we move on to Resident Alien Season 1, Episode 7, which is called... Wait, no, which is called, Monica?
Sorry, 1 second here.
Resident Alien Season 1, Episode 7.
Yeah.
I can help.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
It's the green glow. The green glow.
Yeah, the green glow.
The green glow.
Just like when Monica walks in here, she glows. She glows in her beauty. Aww.
Okay.
Caveman.
Don't worry, she could be my daughter. Don't worry. She knows what I'm all about.
All right. So.
Well, she's gonna wait. She's gonna give us the description and everything.
Oh,
I don't
yes.
think this is right, but I'm going to give it a try here. Harry copes with jealousy. Does that sound right?
No.
Okay.
So let's I know Monica's like free. You're like, what the hell? All right, so let's just pass that by, and then we'll just kick it over to you, son. Let's get into it.
All right. 1 billion years ago.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird how this started because it says 1 billion years ago, and it shows this enormous planet.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of cool though. I liked it.
Yeah, and then we fast forward to 540 million years ago. This rock falls in the ocean and lands in the sea. And then 2 weeks ago, this object appears in an aquarium.
Right.
Which, it was kind of cool. I mean, it's weird. I mean, but you just have to kind of just go with it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the opening sequence. I thought it was pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is, out of all the episodes we've watched so far, I think this is the weakest out of all the episodes.
It absolutely is.
This seems to me this episode doesn't know what it wants to be at points, which I found it weird because I do think one of the strengths of this show is balancing comedy with the sci-fi, drama, all that kind of stuff. And this episode sort of fails to do that. But I like the opening shot. I really, really do.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I mean, he's still trying to navigate who he is.
Right.
In as a human, and he still hates the humans.
Yeah. So yeah, his wife follows him into the woods.
Yes.
And they get in a big argument because where we left off last episode, he's about to get literally caught, and now it's just a squabbling couple in the woods.
Yes, and she says to him, "You put sleeping. I know I've been napping because you put sleeping pills in my drink. I told you this time. I figured it out. I wake up alone in the middle of the night."
Yeah.
So then these people that are watching them that are thinking like something's going on, these are the people hunting the aliens more. They're like, it's just a marriage squad. Stand down. Don't, And then we come to discover that, that they must have, is that his ship they have? Is that how that went?
Yes. They have his ship.
Well, they have his ship. And he says, I'm going to have to disguise myself, maybe a mustache, but then I'll look like a firefighter or a pedophile.
Oh, man, that's funny. That's probably the best bit in the whole episode. Oh, man. I had to rewind. I'm like, did he just say that?
Yeah. I don't know. Did he just say that? It was funny.
Yeah.
There are a few lines in this episode that are funny.
Yes.
I find it really weird that they've kind of obsessed in this episode about these stupid prescription pads that this guy stole.
Yeah.
But he stole, and they made a lot.
Well, before we get to that, we have like a scene where the wife is leaving him, and he's like, I know what to do. Don't leave. And she goes, I'm leaving. And then he's like, in his head is like, well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Like, I know what to do. Don't leave.
No. But he more or less says, don't leave because I'm hungry and I need you to make me food. That's
Yeah.
the only reason I didn't want her to leave.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Because he's thinking in his head, don't leave. I'm hungry. I
Yeah.
need to eat. If you leave, I won't get to eat.
You're right.
Sorry, I did miss that part. I apologize.
Yeah. And she leaves, and this is another thing where I really, really like. He just shovels in prescription drugs to make the pain go away, and he knocks himself out.
And downs it with alcohol. And
Yeah.
And then he wakes to a noise.
Yeah.
And it's someone in the kitchen. He's thinking that his wife has come back.
Yeah.
But it's actually himself.
Yeah.
The guy that he killed to become him.
This is what I didn't like this scene.
I did because it was his subconscious.
No, I know, but I didn't like this scene because think about what we've been doing from episode 1. He starts off by hating humans. So the goal should be, and it has been, him experiencing human life for the first time. And him saying at the end, right? At the end about humanity and what he's learned, but I'm still going to kill them. Right?
Right.
And in this scene, his subconscious, as the person he killed, is having a one-on-one with him. Mm-hmm. And instead of saying, you fucked up and you fail, because that's ultimately what humanity is all about, is trying to get back up and just be better, that scene never happens. And I feel like that scene should happen from his subconscious. Right? That's why I didn't like the scene at all. From a narrative point, you have to get to a place where you have that conversation. Maybe in comedy, maybe in drama form, whatever it may be, but you need to have that conversation at some point. Having himself call himself out, you're a fucking loser and a pussy, instead of saying the subconscious, like, yeah, you fucked up. You're a loser. But you fucked it. Guess what? That's what human life is all about at the end of the day. But that conversation hasn't happened yet. Now, maybe we'll get to it in episode 8, but it should have, that realization, this conversation should have began in this scene. It really should have. And that's why I didn't like the scene. Not because of the dialogue, not because of the framing. It's just, it should have started happening now.
Right. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, it was funny because he wakes, he has this dream, then he wakes up again and he's still dreaming, and then he wakes up again and finally he's not dreaming and the house is dark.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And there he is, and he's more or less says, what an asshole.
Right.
I guess he's talking about himself. And then we kind of go over to Max. And Max is watching a video with his parents, and it looks like the doctor has convinced his parents to send him off to a school in Georgia. And Max proclaims to his parents, why do you hate me? And they kind of say, well, this is what's best for you, even though they don't want it. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So then Max takes off. He's all upset. And then we go to Joe's Diner.
Yes.
And he wants to live like humans. He feels kind of lost right now because he doesn't have a purpose because he's not a doctor anymore. So it shows him doing different jobs as he's delivering papers, and he's a hipster at a cafe, and he's a tattoo artist.
Right, yes.
Which was kind of funny.
Right.
Right, so then it kind of fast forwards to him
Getting high.
Getting high, yes. Well, first he's playing Galaga at the
Right. Which is an off, like, I love that. I love that boomer.
Two girls who are the main girls in the show, I can't remember their names, confront him, and he says life is horrible, and they're like, have you ever tried pot? And then they
get the weed out.
Pardon?
Get the weed out. They said, get the weed out. Get the pot out. Yeah.
They're getting stoned on the floor in the bowling alley using a bowling pin as a bong.
Oh man, when they did that, I was like, oh, that's really, really good.
It was funny.
Yeah.
And of course, then they get hungry, so they've got to go eat. So they go to a Thai restaurant, and they're sitting there eating, and they're all stoned.
And his people communicate through him as he's high. It was great. This scene was really good.
Yeah, it was. So then he goes over to the fish tank, and this is where that rock comes into play, because that octopus is actually his cousin, and they start talking, not speaking, but through their minds, talking to each other, and he finds out that that's his cousin who'd been there for, what was it, 540 years?
Yes.
Right?
Million years, 540 million years.
He says, well, it's a good thing my friends didn't order the octopus.
Yeah.
So anyways, he decides he's gonna go see Max because he needs Max's help. So he's in Max's bed eating chips, and Max
Right.
wakes up startled and he sees him there because he sees him in the alien form.
Yes.
And he says, I need you to help me find my device. Get me out. And then he says, well, I'll help you if you get me out of going to that dumb school in Georgia. And then he's talking about, do you think you could ask your mom if maybe she could get this type of chips next time? And then he did it again because he's still stoned.
Yeah.
And leaving, he said, by the way, I peed in your bed.
That's so funny.
Oh, jeez. So, then we find out who stole the pad. Jimmy stole the pad. He narcs out Jimmy. And then Max, you see him speaking. Max's parents show up at the doctor's office, and just as promised, he tells them that he misdiagnosed Max.
Yes.
And there's no need to send him away. The parents are very upset. Doctors do make mistakes, and then the other doctor's there, and they say, do you ever make a mistake? He's like, no, but.
Right, yes.
So anyways, it kind of goes to the library, and he meets up with Max again after he's gotten Max off the hook, and he's reading a book about Dracula and telling him how he's laughing at Dracula and telling him how great it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, he shows him a piece of his ship, and he says, do you see the glow? And at first he doesn't see it, and then he sees it. So this is going to lead up to trying to find the device. But while this is going on, the police go back to the scene. They've got Jimmy in custody. They're interrogating him about the prescription pads. And Max and this is where this was funny too, because Max and our alien decide to go to the high school or to the school at the same time. These are going to bust this guy that Jimmy has said that he gave the prescription pads to.
Right.
There's a lot here.
Yes.
Right? And the funny thing is, guess who shows up at the school in a mustache? After he had mentioned, I look like a firefighter or a pedophile.
Yeah, that guy. I like our main character. The alien.
Yeah, our main character up with the mustache. So more or less, the cops get this guy and they chase him down, and then we see Max and the alien staring off into the glacier, and they found the ship.
Yes.
And then we go to back to the mother and the father of Max.
I just want to stop you there. Like,
there's so much.
I just want to stop. Like, so when Max was helping him out, I think there was a opportunity to have Max really interact with him and really ask him these questions. And the dialogue is kind of flat here. It really, really is, because we've seen Max interact with him before, and the dialogue was bombastic, dynamic, and it's just kind of, it's kind of flat. And I really thought there was an opportunity for more dialogue to be exchanged, like asking him, why do you need this device, right? Why wouldn't he ask that, right? Like, why do you need this device?
Yeah, and he never asked him.
No.
He just,
and it's
Max must kind of know.
complete, like, not like that character at all, because we've seen this character interact with him numerous times. So the fact that they didn't have the dialogue in there, it's kind of strange. And Max is just a highlight of the show for me. So the fact that interaction wasn't had, to me, was a missed opportunity. I would have had that conversation. I would have had that funny bit where, again, this kind of like devil on your shoulder, angel on your shoulder kind of event happens in the show where, there's like that interaction he had with his conscience in his head. That's like the angel of his shoulder saying, basically having that conversation. Like, you failed. You're a loser. You have failed in your, but that's life. That's the human condition, right? And him talking to his cousins in the water tank, and that's the devil on your shoulder. You should finish your mission. You should wipe out all these humans. And then now you have that Max interaction with him finding out what the device is. Like, you don't want to do this. You've been here a long enough time. Like, something to that effect, right? And I think the fact that that didn't happen in the show was a missed opportunity. It really was.
Right. Exactly. I mean, we're more or less coming to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
He goes to the glacier to find the device,
Yes.
and he retrieve it. And the two girls find out he's going there, and they chase after him on snowmobiles. And the episode ends as they're trying to tell him, be careful because that glacier could fall through. And sure enough, the three of them go down. And then the episode ends, and that's the end of it.
It's not a bad episode. I definitely think it's the weakest of the 7 we have taken a look at so far. I'm going to give this a 6.2.
Yeah, I'm roughly about the same. I'll give it a 6.3.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we want to know what you guys think of that episode down below in the comment section, and we move on to the Penguin Season 1 episode Cease. Episode 6. Monica, give us the title and the synopsis of this episode. And we'll take it from there.
For sure. Gold Summit. Oz solidifies his power by uniting Gotham's gangs against the Macronis and Giantes, using free drug drops to gain loyalty while Sophia Giante schemes to undermine him, culminating in her discovery of Oz's mother and a final cliffhanger as power returns to Crown Point. Victor steps up by killing a troublesome gangster, Squid, and Oz blackmails a councilman for power.
Ooh.
But his mother deteriorating dementia and Eve's betrayal complicates things, with Sophia closing in as the episode ends.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it, my friend.
Okay. More or less this episode, if we remember from the previous episode, Oz has discovered this underground, I guess, is it sewer or subway that's being unused? So he decides to set up shop and to make the drugs.
Yes.
That he is going to be
I
selling.
love this. I just love the opening. I think
it's all up and running. He has a generator. He's got a crew of men working on drugs, making the drugs for him down there, and more or less, it's like a hideout.
Yeah, I love the opening scene to this episode. I thought it was dynamic. I thought it was snappy. It gave you all the information within like 4 minutes, and it was just it was really good. You saw Oswald doing a thing. You saw him setting up all this stuff within like a span of 4 minutes, and you got all the information within that time. That's really, really good, and I think they shot this really smart. Like I said, I love this opening shot. I really do. Opening segment.
Yeah. Yes, I do as well. I thought it was cool, except the motorcycle that goes running through there, and we really don't know what that's about, but I'm sure we will at some point.
Yes.
Oz more or less declares that all the gangs hate each other.
Yeah.
And they're all against each other. And then we come to discover that there's a generator down there because they're rationing electricity to the poor neighborhoods to
Right.
get to the
Yeah.
so they have more. So Oz kind of declares, he says they're going to tell stories about us one day, which is kind of cool.
Right, yes.
Which I think is amazing. And then we fast forward to see Sophia with her brand new haircut.
Oh, I'm evil now. I'm more evil, and
Not
I'm
an evil
part of a
haircut.
mob
This
family.
makes me,
No, you're not. You're
that makes me tough. So,
it's,
anyway.
this dialogue exchange also, like, we're get into it, but as further as we go in this episode, her motivations show that she's not in control and she's not in charge and she's not as smart as Oswald. She has proven nothing to me in this show. She has proven less to me that she's capable of doing this, as we will see.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I mean, she has a lover there and he's tied up. And they just had sex and she tied him up with a belt. Why this scene's in there is beyond me. Maybe to show her coldness and her evilness and the fact that she's in control, because she was totally in control. Then she goes to see Falcone.
Yeah.
And they discuss Oz and how he's disappeared.
Oh, and so yeah, there's dialogue exchange of the triads. Yeah. I love this. I love this part because the triads are gonna Oswald, and Sophia's like, they wouldn't do that. You're in a mob.
Yeah.
You're dealing with triads.
The triads. I mean, it's interesting how they've intertwined within this DC story.
Yeah, but it's so stupid because because this guy who knows way more and way better than her saying they'll sell you out to the highest bidder. Like, what Sophia? And she's like, oh, they wouldn't do that to me. Yes, they would. Yes, absolutely. And then she's like, oh, we just need to teach them that whoever deals with Oswald pays a price. Okay, there, love. Okay, we'll see how well that turns out at the end of this episode.
Yeah, and then I mean, we go to Oz in that shitty apartment that they're staying, and the power goes out.
Yes.
So he's pissed off. He's like, "What the fuck is going on here?" His mom's losing it. And then and more or less, it kind of leads up to what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What Oz is going to do next. Then we go to the next scene with 3 bodies hanging in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it's the triads. It's some
triads.
of the triads members.
Yeah.
And
yes. And Oz they're watching this on the news. They're seeing this all go down. And then Oz decides that they're gonna give away the drug for a bit. We're gonna put Bliss in the hood.
Yeah.
And they're gonna give it away, and people are gonna want it. They're gonna get it hooked.
I just want to go back.
Brilliant.
I just want to go back to like what Sophia, or supposedly her mob, with her partners did to the triads. Some of the triad members. Let me like just say this a little bit. Triads do worse things to their own gang members if they disobey. Yeah. Cut some hands off. You cut some heads off. Oh no! What are we ever going to do? Let me like just say some of those fucking the what the fuck moments come from the triads and the Yakuzas. Okay, you cut some of their hands off and their heads off. Oh, okay. We're gonna go to your house, get you up, slice your balls off because we don't want you dead. We want you to feel this. Run some acid and drop your balls into the acid. That's what they do. That's what they do. This is why Sophia has proven nothing to me. Nothing. Like,
Right.
you're in the gangland life, sweetheart. You're in the gangland life. You should know this. You should know this. Claiming to, oh, we're just gonna. You can't do anything to them that they're not willing to do to themselves or do to you. As much as you can think of sick shit, they can think of far worse shit to do to you. And that's just a Wednesday for them. That's all I'm going to say about that. It was fucking stupid. It really, really was on her part. Just to be like, okay, we're going to maim them. Oh no, whatever are they going to do to retaliate? It's ridiculous.
Sure. Yes. Yes. So we have now Victor. Right?
Right.
Victor, who is Oz's right hand man. He's confronted in his old neighborhood about
By Squid. Yeah, by Squid.
So this other gentleman offers his offers his services.
Yes.
He wants in. And Victor's kind of like, I don't know, man. He doesn't really want to deal with it. And he kind of walks away. And that's the end of that conversation for the time being. So then we fast forward to Sophia and Falcone break into Oz's apartment. And they ransack it with a golf club. And they find a bunch of Polaroids of a whore, of a whore, more or less, I guess.
You know what I would have done in this scenario? You're in the man's house. You're in the man's house. Go to every room and kill people. Like, just set an example. But you don't touch the mom at all. You don't touch her at all. Like
they haven't touched the mom. They didn't go near the mom.
Why?
She wasn't there. They're in Oz's other apartment.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. Oh,
The
that's right.
apartment that
My
they
mistake.
vacated
My
from.
mistake.
Because they don't know where he is. So they've just gone and they find this picture of the girl who Oz has been linked to. So anyways, it kind of leaves it at that. And then we fast forward to the apartment that Oz is living in. And
Right.
his mom in the tub. She's freezing. She's stuck.
Yeah.
It appears he probably has dementia. And she doesn't want to live like that. And she wants Oz to help her die. Oz gets her dressed.
Right. Yes.
Makes her look pretty, puts on makeup. So, and you're seeing how that's a different side of Oz. He's taking care of his mom. He's not
Right.
always.
It's The Sopranos, right? It's like
Yeah.
this guy's psychotic.
Hey,
but
Ma, I take care of you. So
Yeah.
so that's more or less it. And then from there, we kind of get that moment, and then Vic is back in. Vic's asking questions.
Yes.
No. On Vic asking questions. We're looking for Eve. Sophia's looking for Eve. Yes. So, you know what? I screwed up because my note is incorrect here. But we then fast forward to Oz meeting up with one of the politicians from the city.
Yeah, I love this scene. One of my
Oz puts flyers on this
oh,
guy's
dude, it's
and says, "You're gonna get the power on by sunup."
yeah.
And he says, "Well, I can't do that." He's like, "Yes, you can. You'll make it happen." And then he squeezes the pliers a little bit tighter.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a great scene. Such a visceral scene as well. It lets you know what Oswald is capable of
Yes.
in probably a minute, 2 minutes, and it's great. It's really, really good. It really, really is.
Yeah, it was good. That was a really good scene. So then we fast forward to Vic, and Vic meets up with that gentleman again who's trying to get in. And he tells him, we're not looking for more guys. And he throws money at him. And Next thing we know, he's not taking no for an answer, and Vic shoots him in the neck.
Right.
And he watches them die. That was a pretty epic scene.
It was, yes.
You didn't think Vic had that in him, and it's
No.
kind of first real kill, right?
I like the slow burn they're doing with this guy. It's like it's now we're showing like what he's capable of, right?
Yeah, he's a nice guy, but he's kind of turning into, he's doing what he has to do to survive.
Yes.
He's still a nice guy, but,
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, Falcone and Sophia show up at the woman's house that Oz was with in the Polaroids.
Right.
And he starts asking questions and about more or less about his whereabouts and where it can be found. She doesn't know either. She hasn't seen him since more or less an earlier episode where they kind of said goodbye to each other.
This scene right here. She tries to get information out of her, and she knows that Sophia's gonna kill her, so she doesn't give anything away. So what does Sophia do at the end of this conversation? Does she kill her? No. She lets her go.
Which was stupid, right?
That
Sophia, her whole family. Like, why wouldn't she kill this girl?
Yeah.
Very odd, right?
Just, dude, you're not gonna give me information. Okay, I'm gonna shoot you. You're dead. Why not take the opportunity? Take the opportunity with this woman to set her up as a credible threat to Oswald.
Yeah.
You have not done so since episode 1? Episode 2? All you've done was make her below Oswald in intelligence in every sense of the word. In every sense of the word, right? Everything she's done since episode 1 has not proven anything to me. Nothing.
Right.
Why doesn't she kill her? Kill her! Shoot her in the fucking head! That's it. Dunzo. But she doesn't. And guess what's going to happen now? She could go to Oswald and tell her, give him credible information. Great job, dum-dum. You're never convincing me she's a credible threat at all.
Right. Yeah. Well, anyways, Oz decides to meet up with all the gangs and brings a cooler of beer.
My favorite scene in the whole show, it's right there, right here.
And brings a cooler of beer, talks of everybody being crooked. Why can't we run the city? We have leverage. We should come together. He pleads himself. He admits all the bad shit he's done. He admits to killing Sophia's father. He's like, so fucking what? And they're not so convinced until the end, and he makes his big long speech.
My favorite, it's so good. It's so good. Oh my! It's just good.
He's a leader. He's a leader.
Passion, though.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell does an amazing job in this one scene. It probably lasts for 3-4 minutes, but it was so tight. It was so well shot. It was so just well delivered. You can literally feel the passion pouring out from this man. And he manages to get everyone on side at the end.
And he makes a great speech.
Yeah.
And he says, taking back Gotham.
Yeah.
So the next episode is going to be really interesting. And then we go to the last scene. Vic's sitting watching TV. And all of a sudden he looks at his shoe and there's blood on his shoe and he's trying to get it off. Just in that moment, guess what comes back on? But the power.
Yeah, the power. Yeah.
Power gets back on. Oz's mom comes up from her bed and the music's playing and he goes and he dances with Oz's mom.
Yeah.
And then we look and Sophia's in the house with a crowbar and it ends.
Yes.
So who knows what's going to happen in the next episode? Which keeps you engaged, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I had a really fun time with this episode. I think it's one of the strongest, despite the Sophia scenes. I thought it was really strong. I'm going to give it an 8.6.
I'm going to go 8.2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're negative Nancy today, not me.
No, that's not negative. It's a good show.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, it was
That's
good.
a good score. That's a good score. That's fair.
8.4 is above average.
No,
so.
you said 8.2.
Oh, 8.2. Sorry, 8.2. Yeah.
All right, guys, we want to know what you thought of this episode down below in the comments section. Thank you for being patient with us. Like we said, it's going to take 5 days, a week and a half to get all the issues cleaned up. The main point is we're live. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. So before we go, I want to start a new segment called, just for me, called Did You Know About Mitch? Dun, 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 dun. So, Mitch, this is going to happen every time that your girlfriend comes and I don't see a ring on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, Mitch, I heard a little birdie has told me that you like to play a certain card game. Oh, that just like the mic just got turned off from her. Oh, that was so good. That was so funny. That was like the timing was great. So I heard you like to play euchre. All right, Anne Frank. That's such a fucking boomer game. That's like beyond. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about. That's such a boomer game. You know, if Anne Frank had the ability to come out of the grave, she would come to you and say, "Bro, you're such a boomer." What's up? What? How old are you? How old are you? 95 years old? Okay, Matilda. Okay, Lily. It's Mitch is gotta get you a hobby, buddy. That's not made for 90 years old. Okay? So that's Did You Know About Mitch? Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, before we go, we have to do caveman growls, and let's see if the audio, we fixed some bugs back there. Do we have anyone that I can reach out to and give a growl?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to give a boomer growl to Mitch. From me to you, buddy, and your Danish boyfriend? Polish boyfriend that you like to just have fun times with. We all know what I'm referring to, Mitch. Hey, it's okay. It's okay to be gay, my friend. It's okay to be gay. No one's judging. So, Mitch, from me to you, you got a great big bad caveman. All right, guys, that will do it for wrap it up for a brand new episode of Encore. We will be back with you on Thursday to preview all the movie reviews we're doing in the full calendar year or partly. And until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 50,000 plus. So may the shorts be with you. Monica, take us home. Hey guys.
From sitcom gold to sci-fi nights, heroes rise and villains fight. Every scene of